Hi guys, welcome back to Crypto Mischief. Richie here with yet another video on cryptocurrency. Today we're going to be looking in the Phantom Opera space, and I'm going to be searching around trying to find some kind of opportunity because of this price right here. As we can see, Phantom has just bottomed out under $2, sorry. It kind of hit 196, I think, around about there. Yeah, here you see $1.99. Yeah, it's had a pretty choppy 193 earlier today and kind of recoiled. I'm not really worried about the slip from Phantom. You know, if we take the 30-day, it's been a pretty steady decline from that peak of $3.50 and just slowly dwindling down and down and down. It's a great idea in my opinion. This is not financial advice, by the way. I'm just showing you my game plan for Phantom. To start accumulating more tokens which are dumping harder than the other ones inside the Phantom ecosystem, possibly getting into some new protocols which we have not been going into. So I'm going to go into a new one today actually, and doubling down in positions where, you know, I think that there might be some gains to be made when it does recoil back upwards. I'm pretty sure it's going to recoil back up. I still have a $5 Phantom token in my, you know, that's my target for this bull run for Phantom. So it's still, you know, it's great because now it's more than a 2x away from what it was before. These dips in markets are great, you know, it's cyclical. We had Phantom all the rage, all the news about a month ago, then it faded down. Since then we've had AVAX rising, then we've had the Kronos chain. We did a video on that 2 days ago, the new Kronos chain. That's rising now, people are talking a lot about that. And Phantom's been kind of put to the back a little bit. But that's where you should be deciding, oh wait, right, so these projects now which are dumping quite hard, that's my chance to get in on them and actually make some gains as opposed to, you know, getting dumped upon yourself. So that's my thinking here. So we're going to have a look through some of the tokens and see what's going on with them. So first, you know, if you're talking about the Phantom ecosystem, you must talk about SoulSwap and Boo, okay? Boo has slipped below $20. If we do the same 30-day chart, you'll see the exact same thing that's happening here. We were 35, now we're down below $20. I mean, I'm in such a good position with Boo because, you know, it did have a horrible correction down to $2.59 at some point. So it will go up and down, this token. We're actually going to specifically look at Boo and one thing that happens with it because it's going to be a bit of a focus of the video. So let's head over to SoulSwap on Phantom and we'll just check this out first. Right. Okay, so with SoulSwap, what you're doing is a yield farm. It's got a lot of other things going for it now. There's Great Bridge. It's got some NFTs going. But using their farm, you're rewarded in the Boo token. The thing about the Boo token that really spiked the prices because it's quite amazing what they did with it here. It's called XBoo. Where, for example, if I have any Boo, don't have any Boo at the moment, but if I did have any Boo, I would stake that Boo into XBoo, okay? Making it kind of like a yield-bearing asset. This would then, and then I take that XBoo and I stake it into these kind of pools here, okay? Where I get rewarded in other tokens. So as you can see, I've had my XBoo staking in here and I've got, you know, $50. Whatever, what do I have in here? I have, yeah, $200 of XBoo. So I'm just playing around with it and seeing how it works because this is being taken up by loads of other places at the moment, all over the DeFi ecosystems, okay? So it's good to know that this is what happens. What we're going to be looking at first is a token called Soul. This is SoulSwap here, where they kind of do exactly the same thing here, but they're going one step further. So it's an asset upon an asset upon an asset, and then you get that. Then you get the Phantom. Because all I want is more Phantom, right? Just like how SoulSwap, I can get Boo, which is a pretty good token. I think it will continue to go up, maybe 250, possibly 250. That would be amazing. But sitting around 25 is pretty great for Boo right now as well. But by staking XBoo, I do get rewarded in Phantom, okay? At 45% APR, not bad. So first getting into CoinGecko, and we'll have a look at why I'm pretty bullish on what's going on with Soul. This one here is SoulSwap Soul, because it's down to 20 cents. It's had a little bit of a bounce there, just as Phantom has. I should have bought this about an hour ago, but I haven't. It did come out quite a while ago, back in September. It's been rebranded recently, and upon the rebrand, it did pump up, but then it has slowly started to decline again, all the way down to here. So it might, in my opinion, it's pretty risky, right? Because this is not a premier token on the Phantom ecosystem. If you want premier tokens, you're talking SoulSwap, you're talking Spirit Swap, you're talking Tomb Finance, okay? These are the big boys. This is a smaller cap token on the Phantom ecosystem, but with the idea of it being a smaller cap, its market cap is only $3 million, right? That gives it the opportunity to have insane pumps if it does get taken up. So I'm going to be purchasing some of this SoulSwap token today. You can also farm for it, but it's already been running for so long that I think farming for it, the APRs are going to be pretty tiny, that I'm going to eat the risk. And I'm just going to go for it and try get some massive gains from it. I take these ridiculous risks so that you don't have to. That's what we're doing here. I'm going to eat this dip, yeah? What are we? We're 89% down from the all-time high. The all-time high is ridiculous though. So actually, if we say this is the all-time high, which would be 50 cents, we're about 50% down from the all-time high, actually. So great. Let's have a look at the platform and let's get into it. So what we want to do first is we want to get to their farm section, and we're going to have a look at what we can do here, right? So this is the farming page for SoulSwap, where you essentially are buying the reward token and farming for a pretty good APR. The danger is, of course, buying a reward token, but this reward token has bottomed out quite nicely, so that's why I'm tempted to do it. But will it perform better than Phantom token? That is the massive risk for me. So for example, I could take Soul and Phantom and pair that up for 339% APR, okay? And there's $500,000 in this pool, which is by far the most on this. Soul Seance is also pretty popular with 173%. Other popular pools. By farming, you're getting rewarded the Soul token. So what you could do after getting that Soul token is you can then take the Soul token and put it into the borrow section. So you receive Seance token, the pink token, by depositing Soul. For having the Seance token, you get the trading fees from the DEX kind of idea, okay? Receive Seance as a receipt for your staked Soul. Use your Seance to reclaim your Soul, or trade your Seance and risk locking your Soul for all eternity. Either way, while you're staked, you earn more Soul over time. So this is like what we're doing with XBOO in the initial stage, yeah? Stake Boo here and receive XBOO as a receipt for representing your share of the pool. The pool automatically compounds by using a portion of all the trading fees. So this is doing the same thing. So Seance in this way is almost an immediate fork of XBOO. Okay, so I would take my Soul, which I've earned, put it into here and get Seance. From that point though, you can go further. This is where it gets a little bit different. We can then enchant. So we have now received our Seance, and we can enchant our Seance. For every swap on our exchange, a 0.05% fee is collected to enchant and used to buy back Seance. Your enchant is continually compounding when you unstake and receive your deposited Seance and fees collected. So it's kind of doubling on top of that, okay? Then you are given enchant, and then you can take your enchant and stake it in either this pool or this pool, being rewarded in Phantom or being rewarded in Unidex. The problem that I see with this is that actually when the APR shows up on this Phantom one, I'm in XBOO right now, yeah, earning 45% APR on the Boo token, which I will be holding anyway because it's a really great token. But here on SoulSwap, I'm getting 34% APR, which is considerably less than the 45%. And the TVL is way lower though, with only 500,000. But that means if there's 500 daily reward pool of Phantom, then that means that I have to put in a considerable amount of capital into this to be able to get a decent share of that 500 Phantom. Yeah, I'm talking like you need to put in, like, if you put in 10% of that, you know, what's that? That's 50 Phantom a day. That's pretty good. But if you put in 1% a day, that's 5 Phantom a day, which is $10 a day. And if you wanted to put in 1% of this at the moment, so it's $5,000 to get 1% of this pool, 1% of this pool being 5 Phantom. So in this sense, it doesn't really work out for me. The maths doesn't work out to go this far into this platform. So I'm going to be probably sticking around in the idea of farming and taking some nice gains. So then you have these two here, either Soul Phantom or Soul ETH or Soul BTC or Soul USDC or Soul USDT, okay? These ones have pretty good payouts. So I'm going to go because I want to just hold in the Phantom ecosystem, I'm going to use the power of Phantom, and I'm going to farm with Phantom, I think with Soul and Phantom. That's my plan for this. So getting some gains there. So let's go for it. So I will go for Soul and Phantom just because, yeah, I have a lot of Phantom. Let's stick in the Phantom. So we have Phantom here. I will take Phantom and I will purchase some Soul by swapping it, right? And then I will be pairing up that Soul in liquidity and putting it into the farm, getting rewarded in more Soul token, which I will then be probably compounding half and selling half. Okay, I'm not very interested at the moment in the Seance token or the Enchant token because the APRs don't seem very competitive to me. If you disagree with me, get in the comments and tell me why I'm doing the wrong thing, but this is just my idea. So I'll take half that Phantom, 350 Phantom, $700, and I'll swap that into Soul. Quite high price impact there of 0.31 actually. Maybe I can get a better price on SoulSwap. They have Soul. Do they have Soul? No, worse. So as you can see, that's why this token is not very well used at the moment. I'm taking a lot of risk here, okay? If you want a less risk approach to this, then you would be able to just farm this without buying the Soul token by using the farm here, yeah? Just going down to the bottom, they do have Phantom USDC for 96. Then you could acquire the Soul token that way and then start pairing it up to then start getting better yields. This is another approach. I'm using this more aggressive approach just because I've seen such a fantastic dump on the price of it. Can it go lower? Of course it can. Things can always go lower, so that's why it's risky. But anyway, I've already done it. The deed has been done. So take the Soul, max Soul, back to the farm, find the farm, approve. Noticing on the farm there is a withdrawal fee of 14%, which decreases 1% daily until 0%. I do not plan on taking any kind of fee for withdrawing from this, so I am deciding to actually eat 0%. So I will be sticking inside of this for at least 2 weeks, okay? Have or, you know, wrecked or rich. Gotta do this sometimes. I think the bearish convergence will be over in the 2 weeks, so this should, I think, be going back to the upside. If it does start going up to the upside as well, then possibly in the other sections, yeah, in this like staking section to get Phantom, maybe that will start raising as well as the token price does go up and the value of it increases. So that is also something to be aware of. All right, take that, stick. Okay, good, we're in. So we have about 0.2% ownership of this pool at the moment. I'd like to try to get that up to about 0.5 or 1%, and I think I'm in a nice position for this. So we'll see how that goes. If it does print quite well and the token does perform really well, then I will be heading into it for some more. Of course, you know, because what we want to find essentially is another Tomb Finance. That's what we want to find. We want to find something that pays out just like this, you know, like I head to the cemetery and tomb. This is daily. I got in this on the dump, and now I just sit pretty and we just take out cash. And it's $48 in this pool for tomb. That is in the masonry. We have another $136 just to withdraw, do whatever we want with it. But you know, that was catching the right dump on a service or on a DApp, which seems like it's going to be a fantastic winner in the future. So that's what I'm trying to catch here with SoulSwap. Try catch the bottom, get a nice position in it, and you know, profit from it in hopefully after 2 weeks it has not dumped. Okay, so I mean, hit these guys up on Twitter, get inside their Telegram and have a look at them. That is today's video on SoulSwap and me trying to plan ahead for the future for the next Phantom pump and getting a nice position in the ecosystem. Okay, peace, don't get wrecked.